All right. Another day, another dollar, hopefully. So, this workout, most of the time I try and station each circuit in one place. And most of the time I can do that. Occasionally I can't, I'm going to have to move things around because I want to give you guys as much to go with as possible. This is one of those times. So, we're going to do a standing cable fly, but then I'm going to have to move us. There's an assisted pull-up machine in the back that I want to introduce you guys to. So we'll do that and a leg exercise back there. But we'll knock this fly out first. Now typically when I do a standing fly, press, whatever, you can't lift much weight if you're standing this way, feet side by side. You've got to go staggered. So what I tell people is, especially if you're going to do 3 sets or more, do the first 2 sets flip-flop. So maybe this way the first set, this way the second. And then what I tell them is whichever way felt weakest, do that one on the third. Okay? You don't want to become one side dominant, especially in regards to your core, by always standing staggered one way. You definitely don't want to do that. So, here we go. Trying to stay as nice and upright as possible. Head tucked back. Watch my range of motion. Your elbows should not go past the shoulders. Really squeeze in the middle. Again, having a mirror in front of you on something like this is a good thing. If you don't, that's okay. Just be really mindful of your body position. So that was the first thing. I'm going to pause us and then we'll start on the next set. Alright, so here's the second and third part of this first combo. Assisted pull-up machine. If you have access to one of these and you can't do pull-ups with your own body weight, these are fantastic because it'll also help you keep good form and you can get stronger progressively. The heavier you put on the weight stack, the lighter it is for you because it's a counterbalance to your own body weight, okay? Now if you can't do pull-ups without it, fine, that's great, but a lot of people can't, in fact most people can't, so these machines are fantastic. Now you can do a neutral grip, which is what I do most of the time. Today for something different I am going to do a wider grip though. You step on it, again it's a counterbalance. Nice and controlled. Full range of motion, but don't go drop so low that your lats become disengaged. You want to keep them engaged the whole time. Alright. Nice and smooth. And then we're going to do an alternating deadlift. So, keep your shoulders back so your back stays flat. Drop down as far as, it's nice to be able to touch the floor, but I don't want you to touch the floor and let your shoulders roll forward. So if you can't go down that far, that's okay. Because I want to keep your back flat. Not only should my back be flat, but you're not straight leg deadlift. You're still doing a deadlift where your butt drops back and you have a bend in the knee. And if you don't have the balance for something like this, that's fine. Just go heavier on the weight and do a regular deadlift. So let's do this motion. And that's perfectly fine. Like I said, I just want to give you guys as much variety as possible. So there's the first combo of this workout. Cable fly, standing cable fly, pull-ups, alternating deadlift. I'll be right back. Alright guys. Combination number 2 of this workout. It's going to consist of a dumbbell incline press. This is set at 30 degrees. You can go anywhere from 30 to 45. 30 is all chest though, upper chest, pec. When you get up to 45, you're starting to incorporate some shoulders, which is fine, depending on what your goal is and what you're doing that day. I want to just keep my chest, so I got it at 30 degrees. I am going to elevate it for the next exercise though, which is an isolated dumbbell row, where I'm going to be laying on the bench. And then we're going to do something called a split squat. The difference between a split squat and a lunge, it's still one-legged, but in a lunge you still have that back leg as kind of a kickstand and you can put some weight through it. A split squat, you're taking the back leg out of the equation by elevating it. So you'll see that what that is in a second. And if you're not strong enough for it, just substitute it with a lunge. That's perfectly fine. So, dumbbell incline press. Something I don't know if I've talked to you guys about before, especially for those of you that might want to increase some muscle mass. You don't always have to lift super heavy. Time under tension is very important. And most bodybuilders will tell you that. You can throw all kind of real heavy weights around, growl and scream and all that. It's not going to do you a whole lot of good unless you're just trying to max out. But if you're trying to work on muscular development, time under tension is more important. So you don't want to necessarily lift super heavy. Just heavy enough where you know you're going to break down the muscle, because that's what it takes. But to go slower and be holding the weight longer than if you're going quick. Now the split squat. Back leg goes up. So you take it out of the equation. Come out far enough so that at your lowest point, your knee's not coming out past your toes. You can still see the tip of your toes when you get to the bottom. You shouldn't be putting any weight through that back leg. It won't even feel right if you do. And if you want to be able to do this and your balance isn't good, hold a broomstick or something as a crutch. That way you're still getting the benefits of doing something single leg, but you don't have to worry about having bad balance. That's perfectly okay. And if this is easy for you, which hopefully it is, or at least after a while, you just hold weight. You can hold a weight in one arm, two arms, hold it as a goblet, however you want to do it, but definitely add weight. Like I said at the beginning, I'm just not doing weighted leg stuff today because I'm working on split routines. So my leg day was yesterday. Anyway, that's your combo on this set. We have one more combination in this workout to make it the 3 rounds. So I will be back in just a moment. Alrighty guys, so last combination of the workout. We're gonna do a bicep, tricep, and some stuff for your core. We're gonna do a dumbbell curl. It's called a dumbbell skull crusher, which we've done before. And then some stuff for core. It's actually gonna be 2 exercises: leg raises and Russian twist. So, without delay, curls, again, you can do hammer curls if you want to work on forearm and bicep, or you're welcome to face them this way and just isolate mostly bicep. Either one is fine. Just try not to sway into it. Try and stay as isolated as possible so you get the most benefit. Russian twist, skull crusher. The more you work it out, the dumber you get. It is just temporary. That's why they call it the dumb jock syndrome. You're taking all the blood from your brain and you're putting it in your muscles. It is a real thing. So I apologize if I get tongue-tied and forget what I'm doing half the time. It is just temporary though. I'd like to think I'm at least a little intelligent. Notice I'm trying not to go past 90 degrees in the elbow. It's okay if you do a little bit, but again, just be mindful of form. I don't want to swing my arms. I'm trying to isolate my tricep, keep my shoulder out of it. Russian twist, and then we'll do leg raise last. So, hug the bench, whatever weight you want to use. Just remember to try and keep the ball chest centered. It's not an arm exercise. You actually want to rotate. And leg raises. You're welcome to do either just simple leg raise or leg raise and pop. Whatever your fancy. There we go. That is that complete workout, those 3 combos. If you have any questions or concerns, please email me. I really do love you guys. I hope you're getting good results. I don't mind you bothering me with questions. I don't mind it if you need some sort of accountability, or if you want me to give you some sort of extra motivation, that's fine. That's what I'm here for. So just contact me, and I'll see you next time.